Good morning. Uh, Good morning. Everybody should be excited. We're here to talk about a birthday. Who doesn't get excited about a birthday? And this is the 250th birthday of our country that's coming up. And I think that it's really important that we are going to acknowledge it throughout the United States. But we're here to talk about the pivotal role that Illinois is going to play in this historical celebration. So I guess I should probably tell you who I am, huh? Sorry. I'm State Senator Doris Turner. I represent the 48th District, and I was extremely proud and excited to carry the legislation that created the America 250 Commission. And the goal of the commission is to organize, promote, and carry out inclusive celebrations and observances in Illinois leading up to and commemorating the United States of America 250th anniversary. We are encouraging communities and organizations from throughout Illinois, no matter how large, no matter how small, to get involved as we get closer to July 4th, 2026. I know that we are just, right into 2025, but believe it, 2026 is going to be here before you know it. And we have been really laying the groundwork to make this a phenomenal celebration in Illinois. So one of my top priorities as a state senator has always been to pass legislation that promotes civic engagement and community participation. And the America 250 Commission is a great way for people throughout the state to get involved not only in what's happening with the state of Illinois, but how that connectivity really connects Illinois with what's happening throughout the entire country. So I'm looking forward to a wonderful celebration, and not just a celebration, but many celebrations commemorating our 250th anniversary. And so with that, I will introduce Gabrielle Lyon, who is chair of the Illinois America 250 Commission, and she is doing a phenomenal job. So help me welcome her to the podium.
Thank you so much, Senator. And I just can't believe this is happening. The countdown clock has been running to July 4th, 2026, and I can't think of a better way to issue a save the date than right here from our state's library. This is an incredible moment in history, but also a moment we're making. I'm Gabrielle Lyon. I'm the executive director of Illinois Humanities. That's my day job, but what an honor to have been asked by the governor to chair this incredible commission. I can't express enough what a humbling effort it is to be part of. I also really want to say thank you to our commissioners. Senator Turner and Dick Simpson are up here on stage with me. We have Jen Edgington and Christina Schutt here in the audience, but none of this would happen without an incredible group of volunteers hailing from all over the state to bring a vision into shape about how we do exactly what Senator Turner just said. July 4th, 2026 marks the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, the founding, quote unquote, of this country. And states are coming together at a national level. Illinois absolutely has a critical role to play. And I have to say, boy, do we know it. We know it because in every corner of the state, people are excited and are already working to lift up local stories, to build civic pride, and to involve their communities in conversations about how and why our country was founded and where we go from here. Because the truth is, the founding of this nation is complex. It has a complex legacy, and we've come a long way. And we have a long way to go. And that's the incredible opportunity that celebrating and commemorating give us in this moment. Frankly, bringing to life the values and ideals of the Declaration of Independence is something we've been doing in Illinois before we were even a state, before the Declaration of Independence was even signed. And the truth is, the story of this country cannot be told without Illinois stories. I mentioned before that people all over are already excited. And I'll just give a couple of examples. Some of the folks I was talking to yesterday and over the past couple of weeks. Marshall, Illinois, also at their public library, they've been brainstorming and putting together a whole program series that will connect local history with the broader history of the state. And they're bringing together actor portrayals and musicians and just a whole series of events leading up to and kind of culminating on that July 4th, 2026. Another example is the Western Illinois Museum and the Peoria Riverfront Museum have been planning to put their heads together and their teams' heads together to think about how they might share some of their collections, because what they're really interested in is community stories and how they might say, yes, there's a national conversation going on, but what are the stories right here in Illinois with our community members that we can really bring to light? There's some big stages too. The Obama Presidential Center will be working on a whole summer of 2026 programming in honor of the founding of this country, and they're timing it to coincide with the opening of their doors. So this date can be made into what makes sense for you where you are. And I mean, if you're looking for examples, you're going to find them. Right here in Springfield, where we're standing just within a few blocks, there are examples all around us. A few months ago, a national monument was dedicated. We are standing in the city where the NAACP was founded. In a few blocks away from here, a 10-minute walk or roll, there's a new exhibit about one of our absolute national treasures, Richard Hunt. So Illinois has a lot to lift up and a lot to celebrate. We do have history that has to do with 1776. The westernmost battle of the War for Independence was fought in what is now Illinois. There's important copies of the Declaration of Independence at the Newberry Library, along with lots of other kinds of archived documents. So the question is, how does the commission fit into all this? People are already in action. The commission is really what we think of as the best champion we can be on behalf of the state. We are moving into high gear to encourage and promote folks to be involved. We're asking everyone to save the date of July 4th, 2026, because our vision, our mandate is about ensuring everyone who is a resident of Illinois can see themselves as part of this complex legacy of our country's founding. The commission has 4 priorities, and I just want to name those because as you're thinking about, well, how might I be involved? What are we already doing that we can connect? My guess is there's probably something here for you. The first is engaging young people. The ideas that young people have, that's what's going to keep Illinois the great state that we are and bring us to further greatness. The second is supporting teachers and families with educational resources. The third is, and of course, this is close to my heart in my role as the executive director of Illinois Humanities, but promoting historic and cultural sites throughout the state. We're very excited to say there is no county in the state that doesn't have something that's worth visiting, seeing, and while you're there, have a great meal, explore, hike, get to know your state. And the last thing is that we really feel like it's important to be inclusive and accessible. And the commission is really embracing its role to help provide tools so that people can celebrate in inclusive and accessible ways. What's on deck for us is pretty exciting. By July, we are really looking forward to announcing a calendar of events, exhibits, and programs that are being organized with partners around the state. We're hoping to have that available for everyone by the summer of 2025 and to have an incredible year between the summer of 2025 and the summer of 2026 where there is no place you can go in the state where you can't see that IL America 250 logo and know that there is a story there that connects Illinois to our national story. So I really, really am so excited to be here today. I really want to thank Senator Turner for her vision in carrying the original legislation. Again, I want to thank commissioners, and it's really a pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Becky Locker, Chief of Staff of the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity.
Thank you for the introduction. My name is Becky Locker. I am the Chief of Staff of the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, or DCEO. I'm honored to be here today as we begin to celebrate an incredible milestone, the 250th anniversary of the United States. It's a moment that invites us to reflect on our nation's history and, as Gabrielle mentioned, really showcase the contributions Illinois has made to our shared history. DCEO, along with our Office of Tourism, are happy to be a part of the America 250 Commission and join in the nationwide celebration along with many wonderful partners throughout the state. The 250th anniversary of the United States presents an extraordinary opportunity to invite people from all over to discover what makes Illinois a cornerstone of America's story. We're excited to highlight the unique stories and rich diversity that make our state an essential part of America's past, present, and future. As you guys know, Illinois is home to a diverse mix of compelling stories reflecting experiences you can only find in Illinois. From Abraham Lincoln's legacy in Springfield to Chicago's architectural marvels and the historical and cultural significance of Route 66, which will celebrate its centennial anniversary in 2026, Illinois offers experiences that connect everyone to our nation's history. So tourism, it's a big part of all of this, right? In 2023, Illinois welcomed 112 million visitors from around the world. And that was a record-breaking year for us, and we're hoping to continue to break those records. Tourism is one of Illinois' most impactful economic engines. It contributes $47 billion to Illinois' economy on an annual basis, and it supports hundreds of thousands of jobs across the state. So whether it's celebrating Illinois' role in shaping the nation's transportation, hosting pivotal moments in civil rights history, or showcasing the state's renowned arts and culinary scenes, Illinois is ready to welcome everyone for this monumental occasion. So DCO and the Office of Tourism are proud to support the initiatives for the 250th anniversary. Together, we can make 2026 a year to remember, celebrating diversity, innovation, and spirit that define our great state. And so with that, we have our next speaker, and I'd like to invite Kayla Pilgrim from the Made by U.S. Youth 250 Bureau up to speak. Thank you.
Thank you for that introduction. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kayla Pilgrim. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a resident of Berwyn. I'm also a recent graduate of the University of Illinois Chicago and a proud member of the National Youth 250 Bureau. In this role, I work alongside 100 young leaders in this cohort. We are trained weekly to advise institutions on their plans for America's 250th anniversary from a Gen Z perspective. With just 533 days away from this milestone, youth involvement matters more than ever. Young people bring fresh thinking, creative energy, and drive positive change. By including us in this commemoration, we're actively shaping our nation's future while honoring its past. The Commission's commitment to youth engagement sends a very clear message. And that message is that young people matter and that our voices deserve to be heard. As someone who is passionate about civic engagement and increasing opportunities for young people, I am especially excited to see how Illinois will contribute to the significant event. Illinois has such a rich history with vibrant communities, and I believe that our state's young people will be instrumental in building a stronger and more inclusive nation. Thank you for your time and for supporting this very important work with the Commission. And with that, I'd like to welcome Gabrielle back to the microphone.
I'm going to ask Commissioner Dick Simpson to say a few words.
So I'm former Alderman Dick Simpson from Chicago. I'm also Professor Emeritus at the University of Illinois at Chicago. I just wanted to make 2 points that, in addition to the ones that have been so well made. First, there are principles that guide our understanding of the commemoration of the 250 Commission. I won't go through all of them. You can look on our website and get much more information. But one of them is the unfinished revolution. we're not just celebrating and commemorating something that happened 250 years ago. We're thinking about what did we not accomplish in the American Revolution, in the Civil War, in the Civil Rights struggle, and so forth. So we're looking ahead, and we're inviting the people of Illinois to look ahead. What do you think should happen in the next decade, the 2 decades? The other theme that I'll highlight, there are 5 altogether, is that making history locally. As Gabriella has already suggested, we're not just some group sitting in Chicago or down in Springfield. We are all over the state, and we allow and encourage groups to affiliate with us with their own planning for how to do this 250 celebration and commemoration. But beyond that, we want to inspire people in the state of Illinois to make their own history in the future, not simply celebrate the history in the past.
Thank you so much. So if you want to get involved, please go to the website, il250america.org. That'll let you have a chance to sign up for updates, to share your ideas, to become a partner, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I'd love to open it up for questions for myself, any of the commissioners here, Kayla, and I really, really, again, want to thank the State Library for allowing us to launch this important Save the Date announcement right here, and to thank everybody for all of the work that's already gone into getting us to this point. So now I'll open it for questions. Yes, and would you please say your name and your publication?
Sure. I'm Zelensky from Capital, Illinois. I think I'll have Gay Bar for you wondering, is there something specifically on the 4th of July, like some major commemoration you might, or a multiple offense throughout the state? Is that anything you're looking at?
Yeah, there are already plans for commemoration and celebration events for July 4th, 2026 already being planned. The commission is not like a party commission. Like, we are not planning yet, unless a sponsor wants to come forward and help us. But absolutely. And I think the thing we're most excited about is really being able to serve as a clearinghouse so that people can know where are those things happening and how can I get involved.
So your word is promotion.
Promotion, engagement, and then some of the key resources and tools that we're going to be developing to help people. That's where all of the partners really come in. Illinois Association of Museums, ISB, of course, IDNR, Department of DCEO. You know, those are things that are emerging right now. And by this summer, we're really looking forward to being able to kind of share a much more specific program plan. Thanks for that question. Hi.
Hi, I'm Mawo from EC.
Yes. Hello.
I'm wondering, as you mentioned, is do you guys have like a vision or idea of like what that relationship will look like as far as like doing programs off schools with children?
I can't really speak to programs in public schools. What I can say is that the commission established an education working group, and that group has been meeting. Again, we are a fairly new commission, but that group is meeting to establish what the priorities are, what resources are needed, and how the commission can help ISB's priorities. 2 of the things that have already been identified as really important opportunities are the civic engagement graduation requirement and the new newer Native American education requirement. So those are 2 things that we're really looking at. How might the commission energize, activate partners and resources in support of ISB's existing priorities? Thanks for that question.